Hi, welcome to Creatively You by Webster Art Gallery. In this video, we will be exploring the creation of an art piece using what I call blackline design. One of the things that I love about this technique is the stark contrast between the boldness of the black and the blankness of the white. I also really enjoy the fact that this kind of work makes an impact regardless of how simple or complex the design, as well as whether you choose to make it completely abstract or to pursue a recognizable form. Bear in mind throughout this video that while I am demonstrating with specific subjects, a tree and some vines in this instance, I would encourage you to take the principles I am demonstrating and use them to explore things that are of interest to you. If you are in love with nature and want to create your own tree, fantastic, please do. But just be aware that you can use this technique with anything you want to. You could even fill the page with geometric shapes and make some really cool designs that way. So, to start the design, I'm going to trace an outline in pencil. Not hard, because I want to be able to erase telltale marks later on. You can see that the tree I'm drawing isn't, in fact, quite realistic. It's meant to be whimsical and fun, although I have created other black line drawings that were more serious in tone. So I've pretty much finished with the top branches. I'm going to start on the roots of the tree here. And I noticed that the right side of the roots of the tree looks sloppier, less refined than the left side. So I'm just going to go in and fix that. That looks better, I think. Now at this point, I feel like the bottom of the tree, the roots outweigh the top. So I'm just going to add a little bit more to the branches on each side. And I think that's more balanced. So now it's time to map out the black and white design itself. In this particular piece, I want to mimic actual tree patterns to a certain extent, so the shapes that I'm putting in reflect that desire. There's no need to be too careful here. I'm not trying to make this hyper-realistic or anything. I just need to make sure that there's enough of a buffer between the spaces that I want to fill in with black and the spaces that I want to remain white, so that there is a sharp contrast between them. So looking at the piece now, I feel like there's too much blank space in between the trunk, branches, and roots. So I'm going to add some leaves and flowers on each side. I haven't finished adding in the shapes to be filled in with black on the tree itself. So I'm just going to add some more here. I want to make sure that each part of the tree is filled with black and white contrast. So here's what it looks like so far. You can see that I've added a flower here, and I've designed both the leaves and the flower, and here I am doing another flower, to support the idea of black and white contrast from the get-go. So the idea I have here is that the stem is going to be black, and then the outside of the petals is going to be black, while the inside is going to stay white. And you'll notice that I've made sure that I've left spaces in between the petals so that they remain separate from one another when I put the black line in. So at this point, I still feel that there's too much blank space. To try to remedy that, I'm going to add some more vines, or sorry, not some more vines, but some vines, or you can think of them as bushes, whichever appeals to you. Here's the progress so far. Now it's time to fill in certain spaces with black. I use the permanent black felt markers. The thinner the tip, the more control you have. But obviously, if it's too thin, it will take a very long time, and the strokes will be more visible. So you can see that I'm being quite careful with how I fill in the image, trying to make sure that there's always a barrier of white between the black. You can see it's really starting to take shape here. So when all the black has been filled in, and I'm sure all the ink is dry, it's Time to erase any pencil marks that are showing. Don't forget to sign your work. In this particular piece, my signature is on the left, right above the roots of the tree there. As always, I would love to see your pieces. If you decide to create a blackline art piece, feel free to post it to my Facebook page at Webster Art Gallery. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. Interested in exclusive member promos, contents, and other goodies from Webster Art Gallery? Join my mailing list at www.websterartgallery.com. My name is Monica C. Webster. Thanks for watching.